The concept drawings of the Halloween were based on the space available, which was a 30-foot diameter, approximately a little over 90-foot circumference at the entrance of this location. The center of the overall Halloween display is a laboratory. It's a 4-sided laboratory. Each surface of the laboratory is a different experiment going on, and opposite that experiment is the actual experiment that is part of it. The animal experiment, the plant experiment, the electrocution, and body parts is the story of this laboratory. What we have here is an electrocution. As per the rendering, the concept drawing, everything was built to look as close to the idea as possible, and animation was added as far as movement and lights and sound effects, so that it brings a lot of interest to the overall display. Totally prefabricated, easily placed on location where it's meant to go. This is a full-size animated figure, totally mechanical, strobe lights, smoke, sound, and movement. Lots going on. Concept on this particular scene is the plants. Plants are coming alive. There's a man-eating plant that as you pass by it tries to get you. Growing out of dead bodies. This was done in the laboratory. It was an experiment and it's working. The animal cages, this is where our little animals that will be experimented on are kept until it's time for them to be part of the experiment. As you pass by, they are upset, they're triggered off, and they come alive. The animation is triggered individually so that as somebody is passing by, they're startled by the movement. This is our last experiment. Our patient here has lost his head. It's also part of the laboratory, one on one side and one on the other. You actually walk through the laboratory. You're totally involved in everything that's going on. The movement is triggered by you, the guest, walking past it all. many props. Lots of things happening, lots of things going on, lots to look at. But easy to install because it's all been completely prefabricated. Will be set up, dismantled, and then reinstalled on location. This particular scene is the front of the display as you enter the location. Each surface of the laboratory is a different experiment going on, and opposite that experiment is the actual experiment that is part of it. This is the right side of the display opposite the table with the man-eating plant, as per floor plan. So as you walk around the perimeter of this entire display, many of the animation jumps out and is triggered so that as soon as you're in front of it, it startles you and it definitely brings attention. Container you're looking at is a housing for the air compressor that is connected to the overall system, the Halloween display. We have provided all the hoses and cables. It will be located outside of the building. The hoses will be brought in to activate the different parts of the animation. This particular photo is of the sound effects and the control system that triggers everything to go off at different times. You have amplifier, you have relays, you have transformers, and they're all timed to work and bring the animation to life. Each one of the displays has their own system. There are 4 amplifiers for sound effects and 1 amplifier overall music and sound effects for the Halloween, along with a microphone that gives you a very eerie, screeching sound. And as your guests come to the party, you can actually mention their name and scream into the effect. It's absolutely fabulous sound effect.